Hello guys, right, I'm at the delightful X2 in London, which is, if you ever do air freight, it's a big roundabout and it's got like two concrete ways, and I've done something on it before. If you're going upstairs, you go to the one on the right. If you're going downstairs, you go to the one on the left. As it is, I'm downstairs because I'm at Air Japan, waiting to get these containers off. Now, I think it was James Curtis, Martin Curtis, I think it was James Curtis, asked me a little while ago, how do you get paid on the CX? And I haven't done one on this. I've done a how long do you have to wait to get paid, and how much should you wait or something like that, but how do you actually get paid? Very good question, can't believe I haven't covered it. The thing is, what you'll do is all on invoicing. So, get your first job, you'll agree a price, you'll have a bid, you'll go to it, you'll click all the way through the app, and at the very end of the app it says create invoice. Now, that will then, you can send off a copy of the invoice by an email to the guy who's giving you the job, to the shipper. And also what I've always recommended is then you print off a hard copy of that invoice and you staple the POD, the paper POD to the back of it, and send that one off to them also. Then you have to wait. Now that invoice will have your bank account on it. So depending on what kind of terms they offer, whether they pay at the end of the month, or whether they pay at the end of 2 months, or what, they're all different. Some of them pay, some might say pays the same day for the right price. Some pay within 7 days, some cash on delivery. Some of them might want 60 days from the end of the month. And then what will happen is, then that money will go into your bank account. You marry up that money that goes into your bank account against the invoice. Fortunately, one of the good things about the CX, it's got an amazing account system that will tell you what invoices are due and automatically calculate when they're due, how much they are, and you can check against the accounting system against the money that comes into your bank. Then if they don't pay, then you ring them up and go, you're late, or I haven't received this invoice, can you help me out please, can you pay it? Then we go, yeah, we missed it, we're on a pay run, or something like that. But that's the long and the short of it. So you need to be prepared, because once you start running, you're going to be paying your bills, you're going to be putting food on the table, you're going to be putting diesel in the tank, and you're going to have to wait a little while. Now if you come from a job like some of you might do, where you actually, you've been paid a month in advance or 2 months in advance, you'll have that advantage that when you've been running a month, you'll still get a month's wages. So you'll have a month head start. I never had that. I was on the market, so I got paid the day that I worked. So I had to go dry, and as a result of which I got a factory company, and there is a factory company that we use. I did do a video on Skipton's. I think they're the best one out there. If you can't run for that period without getting paid, then I recommend you use them. They do want a large amount of turnover, that's the only thing, so be creative when you tell them how much you're going to spin over, or be realistic and turn over a load of money. But the long and the short of it, the way you get paid on the exchange is by invoice. The system is very good, it's very wired up to, you won't have to think, oh, I've done that job, I've got to go home, I've got to get on the computer, I've forgotten to send the invoice. As you finish the job, a thing pings up, create invoice. You send them across, they've got an email copy, and then what I did at the end of the week, there's a video out there on, invoicing and stuff like that. But the long and short of it is on invoicing, things you might want to consider when you're taking jobs sometimes. You might go, well, okay, I want that job, there's a couple of jobs on there, let's look at their terms of payment. That one there pays in 14 days, that one there wants 45 days from the end of the month. I'm going to get paid for that job a lot quicker than I get paid for that one. Our firm, we tend to pay straight away. Once we've received the POD, we pay. Because that way, you have two big advantages. Firstly, when people get used to working for you, they want to do the jobs for you because they know they get the money coming in. And B, you don't get lost in all the paperwork of thinking, have I paid that, haven't I paid that, that kind of thing. But yeah, long and short of it is, it's on an invoice. Once you do the job, send it off, you will get paid into your bank, hopefully. 99% of people are lovely. Sometimes they mess up, you've got to ring them. Be prepared to have a bit of a wait. Hope that helps. Hope someone comes out to unload my truck soon, and then I can go on and take care and take money. Cheers.